Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 25th of August. We are going to start your reading with two of the daily crystal cards for the energy for please and thank you Cancer next week. We have your first card out is Malachite. It's time to transform. Beautiful. And then the second message, please and thank you for Cancer. We have Hematite, ground yourself. So yeah, whilst it's time to transform, make sure that you still remain grounded and truth to yourself, I want to say, and also get out in nature a bit more. Go and go for walks in nature. Do things that just make you feel a little bit more grounded. I want to say in your own suit. I don't know where that came from. Malachite, it's time to transform. I just feel like you're going to get out a little bit more, Cancer, as well. Maybe you've been a little bit of a hermit lately. But let's see. We are using this beautiful deck. It's not new. I've had it a long time. I forgot about it, if I'm honest. This is the Star Tarot. Absolutely. The illustrations are beautiful. A little bit of gold edging as well. We like a little bit of sparkle. Anyway, dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Cancer and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. What's the focus, please, for Cancer? You have been poking out the whole time. This is the Five of Pentacles as your focus. I love that. Your opportunity, please and thank you. Is the Four of Swords. Wow, that card is incredible. Oh. And what is the challenge, please and thank you for Cancer? Thank you. Six of Wands. Here comes Bella. She's been a real cheeky girl today. What's bubbling under the surface for Cancer, please and thank you? What do we have here? Oh, what is that? It is the Tower. Big change. And finally, advice and outcome. That looks like the Ace of Cups? It is. Beautiful. Okay, Five of Pentacles is your focus. This could mean that for some of you, you've felt a little bit left out in the cold lately. Things like you think, oh my gosh, you know what, I'll go 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. Could be to do with the financial situation too, because it is Pentacles. It's also a feeling of lack. You're feeling like I don't have enough time, I don't have enough energy. But the focus of this card is to say, well, if that is the case, then how can you improve it? Look at how you can ask for help. And that's a big thing here for you, Cancer, is reaching out to others. And if it's financial, then maybe, you can look at, can you afford a loan? Is there some other financial, there's lots of help out there for grants, etc. So it could be a message for that. But whatever it is, it's encouraging you to reach out. You're not on your own. The Four of Swords is your opportunity, and this is to rest, relax, and repair. And I just think by reaching out and getting something off your chest, or asking for help, or looking for help, gives you this opportunity to actually get some sleep and get things off your mind. Look at the three. I think they're bears looking over her while she sleeps and feeling, I want to say, like grounded, guarded, safe, protected. The Four of Swords is also about your dreams. Literally what you're dreaming about. There could be messages there. I don't know if you've got a dream journal. I don't very often remember my dreams, but when I do try and write them down or journal the next day. I do a lot of journaling at the moment. Six of Wands is your challenge. It's something about you not being very successful, or you're not feeling the success. I don't know if there's an expectation that you feel that from others that they think, oh, you know, come on, Cancer, you're great, let's just get on with this. And it's kind of made you go within even more. It's like, I don't want to be in the limelight. I don't want people to see me as successful for whatever reason that might be. We will clarify. The Tower is what's bubbling under the surface, because deep down, Cancer, it does look like you want big change. The Tower comes when things, you know, a Tower moment comes when um, the foundation of whatever you're trying to build is actually crumbling now because of the weight that's going on top of it, and it just needs renewing. That's literally all the Tower is. It's about a renew. You know, you've got this. Yes, there's. It looks dramatic. It's on fire. You know, there's a lightning bolt going down the middle. It's kind of splitting something in half, even, isn't it? But in the background, look at the sunshine, and then look at what you're ending on. Ace of Cups. It's like a relief, a release, an overpouring of you actually, for once, following your heart or doing something that you absolutely love, because aces are opportunities, a new offering for something, and cups are our relationships, our friendships, and also how we tick our heart chakra. There's something coming in that allows you to do that. Five of Pentacles, then, why are you here? We're clarifying with Radiant Ryder Waite. This is you feeling like, yeah, I mean, there you can see, she's cloaked. She's got her dog by her side, and that's all she feels that is, you know, loyal to her. And then she's in these mountains, far, far away, very hermit energy there. Just feeling left out in the cold, feeling alone. Two of Pentacles is your focus. And it's saying, what can you do to mix this up? Because the Two of Pentacles looks at us, you know, obviously follows an Ace of Pentacles. There's something new coming in. The Two of Pentacles then says, right, okay, how can I balance this out for myself? Well, maybe I'm going to have to reprioritize my financial situation. Maybe I can't have everything that at the moment that I really desire. Maybe I need to cut back on something, or maybe I just need to reprioritize my time and energy that I'm putting into this. That's exactly what the Two of Pentacles does. Now, the Four of Swords, oh my gosh, clarified. Look at that, by the Four of Swords. Double clarification. And then the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is about progressing an idea, grabbing the task in hand and really looking at it and thinking, right, I just need to get on with this. With that Four of Swords, I don't know if you've been dreaming things, or purely by being able to deal with, the swords are the mental suit, so their ideas, their thoughts. By us resting, it kind of puts things into perspective, doesn't it? The Knight of Wands comes along and it's like, right, okay, let's get this show on the road, let's sort this situation out. And they've got determination again, they're fiery again. It's yeah, it kind of like allows you to process your thoughts by resting, and becomes less dramatic, I want to say, too. Because when we don't sleep well at night, it just makes everything feels like 10 times worse than it really is. But then the Four of Swords comes along. It's like, right, let's just think about this in a calm manner. Let's get some, you know, rest. And then the Six of Wands is your challenge. And it's like, Cancer is just saying, I don't want to be in the limelight. I don't want to have, maybe you have a shop, maybe you work doing something, maybe you're, I don't know, and somebody who sees the public quite a lot. And it's like, you're just wanting to have your own space next week. And I just feel like whatever you do, you're victorious in it, but you're just not in the mood for other people to like be around you, maybe even. It can also mean with the Six of Wands that there's somebody around you who doesn't like you getting the attention. I always think of, you know, when somebody loses loads of weight and their partner suddenly becomes a little bit insecure because they're getting so much attention. And they're like, wow, well done, Cancer. What have you been doing? You look amazing. Can also relate to that. But let's have a look. Two of Wands. Ooh. No, this is about you feeling not in the mood, just wants to stay in the comfort of what you know, where you are, what you're doing. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just be careful you don't retract too much, because I just feel like there is a time for you next week to reflect. A very reflective week. And maybe that's, you know that, and you kind of like putting it off, because the Two of Wands is usually my, oh, should I stay or should I go card. It's like, oh, I know there's a bigger, better things that I want to expand what I'm doing. I need to do something more exciting. But, you know, they're quite, you know, it's like, well, do I leave the comfort of what I know and go forth? Now, with that Six of Wands, I do feel like you have something under your belt that you're very good at, and that you know that you can expand your own horizons about, but for some reason you're just like, no, I'm not having it. I don't want to do that yet. Just be careful of that energy. Now the Tower is what's bubbling under the surface, and it is like, you know, things have got to change. You know, there's got to be big change. And that might just be all it is just, you know, we sometimes get stuck in a rut in our relationships, our lives, our jobs, and you know that you can do bigger, better, and be a better version of yourself, but you just think, oh, I know it's got to change, but not yet. Oh, not yet. Let's put that off again. Why do we have the Tower for Cancer? Three of Cups. Okay. Now, the Three of Cups is about socializing with friends. Maybe there's a friendship group here that you have to consider. Do you have to leave a friendship group? The Tower moment is surrounding those that love and support you. Can be that you're very comfortable with those around you, and it's just a case of, well, maybe, you know, the Five of Pentacles is saying you got a little bit used to your environment. You need to push yourself a bit more. Let's do one more on that Three of Cups. Why do we have the Three of Cups with the Tower moment, please, and thank you? Four of Wands. That's the home life. The Four of Wands is about feeling stable in the home life. It can mean that, you know, so some of you're having to consider literally moving house, something to do with the house. But you can see then, having said that, you know, you've got the Four of Wands. This is about celebrating birthdays and people coming together to celebrate you with that Three of Cups. But that's like, again, I just feel like for some reason, Cancer, you don't want to have that attention. You don't want it to have it by any means. Now, the Four of Wands, again, it can mean with that Tower, you're moving somewhere new. You're having to face it and think, right, okay, maybe I can't afford where I want to go, though. Maybe that's what it is. That's where the Five of Pentacles is coming in. But then you've got the Ace of Cups as your advice and outcome, which is beautiful. This is about following your heart. What do we have? Page of Swords. Page of Swords is saying, this is the investigator of the deck. Swords are the mental suit, so it covers our ideas, our thoughts, our logic, but it's also about communication. And it's like saying, you need to go out and take a look at what is available to you. Do your own research. Don't take it from others. Don't, you know, maybe this Three of Cups are trying to talk you out of something, but the Page of Swords is here to say, no, yeah, just look at it. Just don't have to do anything about it. If that worries you with the chaos, with the change here, just go and do some research. A little bit of baby steps going on here. Let's do one more on that Page of Swords, please, and thank you for Cancer. Or perhaps the Page of Swords is coming in to give you some information. Maybe you're going to be getting a letter, some sort of communication, an email that's just going to, it could even be a text from somebody just saying how much they love and support you. And it's just like, oh God, I didn't realize, I just assumed something else. And that's why you feel left out in the cold. Wow, Page of Cups. 2 pages together with the Ace of Cups. So the Page of Cups comes along when we need to be a little bit, go with the flow a bit more. Very Piscean energy, very dreamy energy. And it's like saying, just chill a little bit. The advice is follow your heart, follow your dreams, chill. But, go and do a bit of research. There's no harm in just looking. And I don't know, if you want to get back out doing work, or if you're not at the moment, or you're feeling like financially struggling, then if you look at something that you love doing and turning that into a business, then I can guarantee you'll be successful. Because when you love to do something, you put your heart and soul into it, and you don't even realize how successful you are. I feel like there's something big there for you, Cancer. Anyway, let's see. Let's finish with the wisdom of the Oracle. What's the message, please and thank you, to finish for Cancer? Thank you. We have, oh my gosh, I can't believe you've got this. Gemini just got this. Chaos and conflict. And it's basically saying that, yes, and you've got the Tower, and so did Gemini get the Tower. And it's just saying, yes, well, there's chaos and conflict going around. Try not to overthink it. Try not to get drawn too much into that. And chaos and conflict also equals growth. So look at it from that situation too. So I hope you enjoyed that, Cancer. Let me know how it resonates. Thanks as always for being here and for watching, and I'll take care and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.